It's so much important to find a balance between repression and deterrence.
The Quebec government and the City of Montreal are investing close to $2 million in a program called PIVO. It's a project aimed at preventing gun violence in Montreal by helping youth that are at risk of committing an act of violence to encourage them to choose a different path.
To prevent these violence coming from young child at age 15, 16, 17, it's quite important.
We need to work with youth workers that work with the juvenile delinquent. So we need to go work with them. The same thing with the correctional services. If they have young guys that wants to leave out the gang or the violence.
The Project PIVO is based on 3 principles. The first, positive support, specialized services, and solutions for those responsible for violent crime. The second, clear communication of the consequences of violence and swift and certain enforcement of those consequences in the event of an offense. And the third, a collective will to put an end to violence.
It's unfortunately a continuation of the established approach to gun violence in Montreal, which is based overwhelmingly on police repression with very small amounts of money going to community organizations. So more specifically, I can say that we're talking about $1.8 million over 3 years. That's $600,000 per year, which is very little money.
Montreal Police's most recent statistics show that between January 1st and August 31st, 2023, 57 shootings were recorded. That's down from 91 in 2022 during the same period last year. Murders are also down from 13 to 8, and attempted murders have dropped from 35 to 28 between 2022 to 2023 for the same period.
The police, for sure, they will put some pressure on people who are still acting violently on our streets. So this is the first part. And the other part is to offer them services and way outs.
All this money that we're giving to the police and community organizations is increasing pressure and surveillance on youth that the police think might one day be involved in gun violence. But there's no evidence to back that up. And we will never have evidence because we're talking about intervening in the lives of people, often arresting them for minor crimes and sending them to prison, all on the assumption that we know that someday they'll be involved in gun violence.
In Montreal, Gareth Madoc-Jones, City News.